Hey guys, how's it going? Drew here. In this video, what I thought I would do is share my experience doing YouTube pretty much full time for the past 5 months or so. So for those of you that are new to my channel, this is a metal guitar channel. So I do things like playthrough videos where I play like really difficult, challenging metal songs that have inspired me. I do pedal demos, and within each of those pedal demos, I usually write and record an original metal song, and I produce it to the best of my ability that I can from my house. And then the last type of video that I make on this channel are opinion pieces like this one, where I just share my thoughts and opinions with you guys. Compared to a lot of stuff I do, these videos usually get the most views, but I wanted to make this video to potentially help some folks out there that are interested in doing YouTube as a career, as a full-time thing. Whether you are into knitting, playing baseball, playing metal guitar like me, I think the things that I'm going to talk about in this video can probably help a lot of people out there. So a little bit about me. For the past 4 years or so, I was actually a guitar teacher at a private school in Middle Tennessee. It was actually a boarding school. So after a couple years, I became a dorm parent. So I was like in charge of, you know, the safety of about 40 high school age boys, and man, that was a trip. That was an experience. I have a lot of great memories from that job. It was a great place to work, and it was really hard for me to actually leave that job because it was such a great thing. But I felt called to do YouTube, and I felt like I could have a greater impact on the world with a platform like this. So that's why I jumped over to YouTube from a full-time job. If you want to do something like that where you're leaving your job, I would recommend planning at least 2 years out. So my wife and I, we planned this about 2 years ago, that I could maybe step away from the school and start doing this, you know, full time. And what that means to me is like 40 to 60 hours a week. So if you want to leave your job and do something like I did, I would recommend having 6 months to a year of finances set aside so that you can focus solely on this YouTube thing. I think it is possible to do while you're working a full-time job. If you have a family or you're married, it's really hard to do both, where you're literally working a full-time job and then you're coming home and making videos until 8 or 10 p.m. at night and on the weekend. I just think it's very hard to be in a relationship and have that kind of setup. So I just thought I would throw that out there. That's just my perspective. I'm sure there's people out there making it work with their spouses. But for me, I have to spend time with my family at night and on the weekends. You know, like that's just kind of the setup. So stepping away from a full-time job and doing this during the day all day long is, I think, the best way of doing the YouTube thing. So another thing about me is that I've actually been doing YouTube on and off for almost a decade, and I've always had to work a job while doing that. So I found it very difficult to do YouTube and really invest the time that I think is required to be successful on the platform while working a job. But what I would do in the past is make, you know, several videos over the course of a couple months, do one a week, one every other week, and then I would stop for several months and then pick it back up again. I don't think that that works at all with the platform. I think you really have to do a minimum of 40 hours a week at this for a year to maybe even 2 years to see the results that I think you'll expect on this kind of platform. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that back in 2015, I actually had a viral video. And it was totally random, totally a fluke, but I was hanging out at my friend Frank Pasquale's house. He is the guy who built these guitars back here, and we were jamming on his daughter Gia's tiny pink drum set, and we were playing like thrash metal on it, and it was really hilarious. So his wife took a video of us doing that and then posted it on Facebook. After a couple days, it got several 100,000 views, and then we put it on YouTube, and it got, you know, I think around 3 or 4 million views. And I think today that video has maybe around 5 million views. But that was totally a random fluke that even happened. But that helped get me some subscribers like right out of the gate. And then after that, I made a couple follow-up videos. I have a video called Raining Blood on Children's Instruments, where I played a Slayer song on a tiny first act drum set. That was really hilarious. I got a few 100,000 views on that video. In addition to that, I played a Cannibal Corpse song on tiny children's instruments as well. It's a song called Pounded into Dust. And that video is really awesome as well. So right out of the gate, I tried to make some follow-up videos. They were hilarious, super fun to make. But I realized that as a guitar player and as somebody that wants to be an artist in the metal kind of genres, I realized that I wanted to be taken a little bit more serious than those videos. And so I kind of transitioned out of that and made, you know, pedal demos and other types of content. I did a whole string of local Nashville concerts that I filmed for my own band as well as other bands. I decided to kind of shift gears, and maybe that wasn't a good idea, but I had to be completely honest with myself that, you know, I didn't want to make content on children's instruments anymore, as funny as that was. Another thing that's really funny about that whole experience is that after we made that video, guys like Zach Wild and Mike Portnoy, they did their own kind of children's instruments videos, and you know, some of the metal outlets like Metal Sucks and Guitar World actually pushed that stuff out. I think that's because they saw the success of my video. So don't forget, Shred Riffs did it first. I made the first children's instrument video, so suck on that. So I just mentioned that because that did actually help me get a lot of subscribers right out of the gate. But I don't think that that is the recipe for success on this platform. I think consistency over time, doing 2 to 3 uploads a week, maybe 3 or 4 shorts a week on a consistent basis, doing that for a year to 2 years, I think that that is the modern day recipe of success on YouTube. I just don't think you can bank on having a viral video to you know, get a bunch of subscribers and create a career. So real quick, I just wanted to show you guys where I'm at currently on the platform. So I have almost 6,000 subscribers. That's not very many in my opinion. But when I first started doing this full time about 4 months ago, I had just over 5,000. So within, you know, 5 months, I've gotten close to 1,000 subscribers. And that is actually why I consider my channel to be basically a new YouTube channel. You know, I'm doing different types of content now. I'm sort of starting this over, even though it's on the same name. You can see some of my stats here. I get about 20,000 views a month. Watch time in hours is you know, 1,000 hours a month. And then also per month, I make about $65. Wow. From that is just from ad revenue. There are several other ways of making money on YouTube, and I'm going to be delving into those really soon. That is really the only money I'm making on this platform. I'm actually spending money. Like when you guys see me make these pedal demos, usually I have to buy those pedals. Luckily, I have friends occasionally that will donate a pedal or let me borrow a pedal to make a video. Most of these pedals I've had to buy, and so I'll buy one and then make the video and then sell it and use that money to buy another pedal. You know, it's just kind of this continual thing. So another video that I made at the start of the pandemic when everybody was kind of stuck inside, I made this like practice amp video. That video is actually still like my most watched video. Luckily, last week I put up a video. This is my first video to get over 1,000 views in under a week. So this is a video that I made about some effects pedals I bought on the Temu app, the Chinese version of Amazon, basically. Another video that's really successful on this channel is my Gent 2.0, where I'm teaching just the basic metal guitar techniques and the history of modern progressive metal is basically what it's called. I shorten it to Gent because that word seems to be pulling people in. So that is just a brief overview of my channel. I don't consider this to be a success yet. You know, this is just the process, and I made this video to kind of show you guys like what's happening. Where are we at, you know, with this YouTube thing. One of the things that I think helped me a lot when I was thinking about doing this, and just on a day-to-day basis, I actually think about this. And what that thing is that my perspective, my story, my angle at YouTube or on a given topic is completely unique, okay? So just because there are bigger YouTubers out there like Ola Englund or Kyle Bull, they have their take and perspective on the topics that they talk about, which are similar to the ones I talk about. Just because they have that take doesn't mean that it's like the gospel truth, right? So I can share my perspective and you can share your perspective on this platform. You're going to be able to connect with other viewers on that given topic. I think what happens on the platform is the few guys on the top that, you know, have systematized their channels and are making, you know, content every week of a very high quality, you know, a lot of viewers gravitate towards that channel. But that doesn't mean that you can't share your perspective on that same topic, or even tell those guys that they're wrong, which in my opinion, a lot of the time, Ola Englund is just wrong about a lot of things. And so I try to, you know, share my angle at things. I also think Ola is great, and I also watch his videos on a regular basis. So that is something that I hope encourages you, and it's something to remember when you want to make some content on this platform, is that your story is unique. Your perspective with the guitar or with knitting or with baseball or whatever it is that you're into is unique, and you can share that here. The main thing is just being consistent and coming back every week and making more videos, and those videos and those titles and those thumbnails getting a little bit better every week. Another thing I'll mention that Mr. Beast says a lot is that, you know, your first 100 videos are going to be awful. No one's going to watch them. Even though I've had some success in the past with YouTube, I consider myself to be a new YouTuber. So I just have to tell myself that, you know, these early videos on my channel, if you even watch videos from a few months ago that I made, they're pretty bad. My most recent ones are light years better than those. And hopefully in another 6 months, my videos will be just off the charts awesome. So with all that, don't be afraid to share your perspective on a topic that's already been discussed. And don't be afraid to shine a light in an area that you think is overlooked or not talked about much on YouTube on the channels that you watch. So for anybody that wants to start doing this, I know that doing a lot of reels for a new channel will definitely garner the most views. So making really interesting, thought-provoking reels, things that people will click on immediately, that is a great way to get started. And then you can venture into more long-form content, videos like this where there's more talking, for example. I would recommend starting off doing 1 video a week, seeing how that goes for a month or 2 months, and then start doing maybe 2 videos a week or 3 videos a week. So on my channel, I do 3 videos a week, and I have an upload schedule that I follow. So every Tuesday, a video comes out, every Friday, and every Saturday, a video comes out. And I might change that schedule at some point, but I'm going to stick with that for, you know, the foreseeable future, and basically just take care of that and maintain that and manage that for a long period of time. And then I might try some other tactics or change up my video schedule. So on this channel, I do 3 to 4 shorts a week, YouTube shorts, the vertical videos, and then I do 3 fully produced videos that look like this. Okay. Another thing I'll say is that if you can get, you know, multiple camera angles, interesting stuff popping into the video in the first 10 seconds, that certainly helps. You know, thumbnails are important too. The videos automatically play as you're scrolling through them. So one of the things I learned is to try to give multiple views of the same thing, or show the viewer as many interesting, cool things within the first 10 seconds so that they'll want to stick around and check out a video. So the last thing I'll talk about is, you know, what's next for me. You know, I think just continuing to be consistent, you know, continuing to create amazing pedal demos that have awesome original music that's produced even better than I have in the past. That's something that's happening. Another thing that's happening in my life is I'm releasing some new music. I actually had a song just come out yesterday at xaphon.bandcamp.com. That's XAPHON.bandcamp.com. I have a new song called Time Stand Still that you can listen to. I did the vocals, guitar, bass, and I programmed the drums on that song, and I had my good friend Brandon Adams mix that song, and it sounds incredible, and I think you're going to really enjoy that if you're into metal music, death metal, black metal, that sort of thing. So check that out if that interests you at all. Another thing I plan on doing on this channel is guitar instructional content. I have a few instructional videos that are helping people with their right hand technique, like their picking and alternate picking and sweep picking and things like that, and I want to make more videos like that and make those even better as well. For anybody out there that's interested in taking their guitar playing to the next level, reach out to me through my email, drewcrealmusic@gmail.com. Send me an email and let me know that you're interested in guitar lessons, and we can set up a weekly time where we can meet together and I can help you with all of your guitar goals. One of the things I'm really good at is helping people who are stuck in a rut from a technique standpoint, or want to understand some new approaches to actually playing and learning the guitar that can really blow the doors off of the current state that you're in as a guitar player and as a musician. I would love to help you with that. If you like what I have going on this channel, if you like these videos, please subscribe to my channel. A lot of people that watch these videos are not subscribed. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, but it really helps me tremendously. So please do that. Please like this video and please turn all the notifications on. Every little bit of support like that will drastically help what I'm trying to do here. And I think in time, we can have a really cool and interesting community of metalheads here on this channel. And then those of you that are also starting channels, I would love to partner with you and help you on your YouTube journey as well. So thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day wherever you're at, and I'll see you in the next video.